Good to know that if I ever lose my job, I can join a German children's circus, because that apparently takes no talent. Welcome to the Daily Neitz, a daily look at classical films, modern cinema, and the world of professional wrestling. Today we're talking about the 1987 German film Wings of Desire. This one is a little bit weird. It felt like two completely different movies to me. The first hour and a half, this is going to sound weird, bear with me. First hour and a half or so of this movie felt like one of those public service announcements from the 1950s where it's like little Jimmy needs to learn how to tie his shoes or like take a bath or something, and there's like a mysterious figure comes in, he's like, "Jimmy, don't you know the best way to take a bath is with water?" And it felt like that. It was a mixture of it being black and white, and these like two like supernatural beings, these angels, are going around listening to the thoughts of random Berliners. But instead of it being like hygiene or the proper way to sell a car, you know those little shorts they do sometimes on Mystery Science Theater. But instead of like one of those, it was like the history of Berlin and what it's like to live in Berlin and the people that live there and what they go through. And it felt like a study of a city almost, and not characters. It was a little strange. But then the last like 20 minutes of this movie felt like the first act of a fish out of water romantic comedy. When the one angel decides, I'm gonna be human now, I'm quitting, and he wakes up and suddenly the world has color and he can taste and feel and smell the world around him, and he finds this woman that he's taken notes on in the past, this trapeze artist, and he finds her and they have that instant connection. But then the movie ends and you don't like find out, there's no like twists or turns after that. Like he meets her and then everything's happy and it's just like the first act of a romantic comedy. And I do have to say I did like the back half better. The last 20 minutes. I was kind of like in and out during the beginning bit. Just like, I don't know anything about some of these characters, and they'll appear once. Like the lady having a baby never came back again. The hooker in the street never came back again. It's like I don't know what characters to care for and who to not, except for, of course, the angels. But then we got into the color portion of the movie, and it was definitely jarring when it first went to color, and it was really interesting. I love the idea that actor Peter Falk is a former guardian angel who chose humanity, and that he was able to recognize these other angels who were around him, and he could talk to them and sense their presence, and then recognize him when he gained his human form. I loved that scene. That was really good. He's like, "Oh yeah, you got robbed. You only got 200 marks for that armor? You got robbed. Don't worry, it happens. No, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You need to learn. That's the fun of it, going out there and learning." Like, I loved that. I wish the whole movie was that. And apparently there's a remake starring Nicolas Cage, and it's one of the few Nick Cage films I haven't seen that is more along those lines, so I might actually give that a look one of these weekends. But yeah, like, I definitely prefer the second chunk over the first of this. Beautiful movie to look at, though. This is the nice thing about doing black and white movies during the color era, is that black and white looks crisper and it looks clean, and I do like that look. And I did like that choice of having everything that the angels see be in black and white, and when there's no angels around, everyone's human, it's in color. I liked that, and it was a narrative choice as well as a stylistic choice, which I appreciated. But yeah, apparently there's a sequel and a remake to this, so I might look into that, might not, haven't decided yet. Interesting, weird little film, to say the least. That's all I gotta say about Wings of Desire. The next couple days are gonna be interesting because my parents are flying into town. Like, they're over Missouri right now. So I'm gonna do some like shorter stuff for the next couple days. I already know what I'm doing tomorrow, which you'll see at the end of this video. I haven't quite decided on Sunday yet. Monday's gonna be Wizard of Oz. Sunday's gonna be weird figuring out what I'm doing then, but stay tuned. You'll find out. But until then, you can like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Twitter at Daily Neitz, and until tomorrow, bye.